Hi, it's me again. Um, my name's Rachel. In case this is your first time seeing a video of mine. I'm transgender, blah blah blah, and I was just gonna kind of talk about kind of some of the things that bug me about being transgender and dealing with the male population. I mentioned in my last video how I had basically run into kind of a lot of creeps since I started transitioning. Even before then, when I was just dressing and going out, I would like go to a bar and some guy would instantly think I was like a prostitute. Granted, I probably looked like a prostitute, so that maybe was fair. But nowadays, I don't dress, well, I don't dress quite so prostitute-y. And, but, I guess guys think they get it for free now or something. And, yeah, but, no, ugh. Okay. Getting off base. But basically, I think there's a problem with the fetishistic, is that it? Nature of a lot of guys' attraction to trans girls. I'm not sure how it works on the flip side for trans men. Maybe women treat trans men like they're a piece of meat. I kind of doubt it, but again, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But there's some kind of horrible things the guys will kind of just assume they can grab me or say things that they would never say to a girl, and some of it can be really presumptuous and offensive, and yeah, just downright creepy. Don't walk up to a trans girl and just grab her ass. If you did that to a girl would slap you, and you'd just be standing there with your dick in your hand, and you'd be saying, "The girl's a bitch." But if you walk up to a trans girl and grab her ass, there's a chance that there's like a fight gonna break out, cause I personally, if some guy just comes up and grabs me, I walk away. I just walk away. I don't need any bruises on my face. I don't have to explain that when I go back to work. Oh, why do you have a black eye? Oh, well, I was fully dressed up as female, and I was, oh, by the way, I'm transgender. Don't know how that would all work out. But yeah, I don't want to get in a fight with nobody. You know? So I walk away if somebody grabs me. I had an event happen to me a couple weeks ago where some guy literally from behind reached around and grabbed my chest. Just grabbed and squeezed. I instantly grabbed his hand, pulled it off, and went like this to get away. I'm on a dance floor having the time of my life, and this happens, and I'm bolting away, and as I start to move away, his other hand comes up between my legs and like is like clawing down there, like he's gonna like grab my junk. I wasn't even tucked because I had a baggy shirt on, so he was trying to grab at my junk or some shit, and he missed. So I'm glad he missed because that probably would have hurt. Just he was like grabbing at me. I posted about this on Facebook. I was all upset. But don't do that. Why would anyone do that? I wouldn't do that. I would never do. Oh my goodness, I would never do that. I wouldn't to anyone. Yeah. So don't do that. Another thing is basically another time a gentleman like acted like he was too drunk to drive home. Gentleman, too drunk to drive home. Me being the gentlewoman or whatever, I wasn't even drunk. I was like, yeah, I'll drive you home. And as I'm driving him home, he starts offering me money to spend the next 2 days with him. And at that point, I was just like, ugh. Now, this was years ago. This was before I had ever... Actually, I had taken hormones a long time ago, and it didn't work out. I wasn't seeing a therapist. Other things didn't work out. Again, I was doing everything wrong, so didn't really count. But still wasn't a prostitute. Don't assume because a female has a little extra junk down up in front of the trunk that she's a prostitute. Because I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I guess he was just assuming. Again, I was probably dressed kind of like a prostitute, but anywho, I don't want to keep this video too long, but yeah. And then one more thing I just kind of wanted to mention, and I would probably get a lot of flack. I've made mention on Facebook, giving advice to other girls that are beginning transition or whatever, is to not be all like lingerie'd out with like 5 o'clock shadow and a big flat square bottom, take a picture of yourself with your face covered, or I don't know, well, I said stubble. There's all sorts of ways that our community is basically presenting ourselves as being like full on, oh no, we are a fetish community. That's what we are. We're just all about the sex, or we're all about, I don't know. For the most part, most girls that are on a proper hormone regimen don't have a crazy high sex drive. So when you're watching tranny porn or trannies gone wild, whatever, these girls are probably doing it for a camera, and I'm sure there are tons, and they may have to take, to just, they may be taking pills to, just boner medicine, just be like, gonna have a boner for an hour and a half long video or whatever. But the reality is most trans girls don't have a crazy high libido. It's more close to the average female's libido, which is generally lower than a male libido. I know my libido dropped off. I still have it. It's still there. I'm on a low enough dose of all the medicines that I take. But yeah. So I just feel like our community, we just need to represent. You know, I mentioned in one post, it's like, we think of ourselves as girls, we should act like it. So I still believe that. And to be the girl you kind of think should be. I don't know. Again, like the sex side of it comes in for all these. I think it's a lot of newbies come into it, and I know I'm sitting here and I got cleavage all. A little bit of cleavage is okay. I have cousins I totally respect who show a little bit of cleavage, and it's just like, hey, you got a little cleavage showing. Good for you. You got it. Show it. But I'm not sitting here wearing a lace teddy and shaking my ass to get people up. Again, I got a long road ahead of me. I got a full life to live in this chosen gender. Transgender people, although we're faced with this kind of, for some it's a compulsion, for some it's an obsession, and for some it's just a slow grind of a drive towards feminizing, towards becoming more and more female. And it's not to get too off topic, like my first video is just all over the place, but yeah, it's actually I'm not getting off topic at all. I'm gonna go right back to, hey girls, let's represent. Let's go out and be professional, awesome, talented, discreet, somewhat discreet at least, or be a big hoe bag. Just have fun with it, whatever. But if you do plan on keeping this going, and you don't want, because I'm kind of thinking about it, like there's gonna be a lot of transgender people in the future. There's gonna be a lot, and I think there's gonna be a lot more than there are now. I think there's still people who are afraid to come out about being transgender. And I would like to at least be one of the many, many, many pioneers who didn't go the route of selling yourself as a purely sexual being. There's way more going on in here. It's not just, okay, well now I'm pretty. Look at me. I got tits. I like when I see these girls who like that's all they're showing. It's like, no, you should be a whole person. There should be a whole person there. There should be something that others could aspire towards being. And I'm not saying I should be a role model, but I want to avoid being the horror story kind of. Not the horror story. I'm being a little what's the word? A little dramatic. It's horror story's one thing, but don't be a nun. Have fun being a girl. Or be a nun. I don't know. Maybe you really want to be a nun. Heck, I'm wearing a cross. I don't want to be a nun. But it would be kind of nice. I think they just plant flowers and like make jam. I don't know how to do any of that. I don't know what nuns do. I should look that up. I'm gonna look up nunneries. Maybe I'm gonna be a nun. I do love Jesus. I love Jesus. Don't throw stones, folks. Love Jesus. But I'm a big fan of Buddha too. He's awesome. Yeah, just inner peace. And I don't know much about many other religions. Anyways, oh, me and my tangents, and this video's already 15 minutes long. But yeah, I just girls coming up. Just think about everything you're doing as you do it. Think about if your sister was making a video or posting pictures. That kind of thing. You know, it's like you don't want to see. You'd hate for your sister to be posting pictures of herself for guys to jack off to, kind of thing. Kind of like that. But yeah, again, have fun. You are taking on a female form. Have fun with it, but don't. It's almost like it almost strikes me as like almost a little hateful towards women when you see like a man just all done up, like he's very much a man, like again, stubble, big square chin, and terrible wig and too much makeup, and he's wearing lingerie and being like and it's almost hateful to women for that when I see that, you know, versus like, you know, if female is what you feel you are, you want to love yourself and respect yourself enough to not objectify yourself so much, you know, as guys do it too. So it's not. I'm not trying to throw stones, but I just would like our community to build each other up to be recognized by all of society as not just, oh, I've heard about those people. They do this or they do that. I would love it if it was, oh, I've heard about those people. They're freaking awesome and they do cool stuff. Like, oh, most transgender people are really creative. Did you know that? I did. I've heard that. I don't know if it's true. But anyways, sorry for bitching so much. I will be back with another video soon. Alright, bye.